Welcome to TalktousToday. I'm Namita.
And I'm Simrit. And today on Talk to Us Today, Namita and me are going to be sharing some fun and bizarre tips that people around the world use to beat the heat. Right now, as we speak, Delhi is sizzling at like 43 to 45 degrees Celsius. For you viewers out there who still only understand the metric system, it's 109 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yes.
It's absolutely sizzling over here. And it's only the middle of April, where this is just the beginning of our summer. This is the time of the year when we all want to stay indoors with the curtains kept shut. Like May and June are going to be much worse. We're going to be lying under the fans with the air conditioners blazing, but we also get power cuts over here sometimes. And that's just
That's
horrible,
very
grueling
crazy.
experience, right? Delhi is in the summer is definitely not for everyone. I tell you that.
Yes, definitely not. And if the air conditioners, stop functioning, then it's like hell. You're like, oh my God, banging the phone. Come
Yeah,
on.
I
Today
know.
only I got my air conditioner fixed because it was not cooling. And like, oh my God.
And
So,
for all of you out there judging us, yes, we know what we sound like, okay?
yes. And watching people work outdoors or just be outside can be a punishment while we sip our cold beverages inside. So
Yeah.
today we thought we would come up with a fun list of things that people do to stay cool in a crazy summer months. I don't know about you, Simrit, but for me, the hot days I can bear, but the nights, the blazing hot nights, I can't
Oh
take. When
gosh.
you're lying in bed and you can't sleep and you're just turning around, and it becomes so suffocating in this heat. And this hack seems the best for me, and that is wet the bed sheets. That
Wet the bed
sounds
sheet.
that sounds funny. I know.
Ah,
I've done this for last 2 days. It's an Egyptian
mm,
technique. You just spray water on the bed sheets before sleeping, so the water apparently evaporates easily and takes the heat with it. So this is
wow.
yeah, but it does help. And this is a very cool trick, which I used to do when I was in college. So like there were no coolers or air conditioners then, so what we used to do was take a big piece of cloth or dupatta or bandana, cotton, or that translucent see-through, that breezy one. You just wear
Right,
it
right.
and you just train it tight, and then just like a blanket, you put it on and lie down and sleep. So the hot fan air becomes cool breeze of the beach. It like,
Yeah, sure. Took
and you
your mind.
fantasize you are on the beach enjoying those cool breeze coming on your face and body.
I remember a cousin of mine once said that he wet the bed sheets at night, like with water, and sprinkled them. And he said that's how he could have a good night's sleep after a big power outage
And
in
you know what
Delhi.
we used to do? We used to use also this wet cloth as a bandana, wrapping around our face and neck, and going out was like fun because you're just protecting not only yourself from heat, but also your skin from getting damaged because of heat. So like beauty, it was like a two-way trick. You remain cool and you remain beautiful. So that's what we used to do. And I also heard, at the humid places, humid climates, where instead of wetting the sheets, you can place ice packs under your, mattresses or the bed sheets, I would say. So it just keeps you cool. When you're lying down. So yeah, these are very crazy
So,
hacks. Yeah.
but it's good. It's good. You know, when you're talking about the bandana, that was one of the tips I was going to give. So it's not just that it gets really hot and I can't bear it, but I actually suffer from migraines. Okay. And I have serious issues with migraines. And a lot of my migraines start because I sweat around the back of my neck. And that's normally what I call my trigger. So if I wake up and I'm sweating, I'm like, oh God, I know that day is screwed up. Because I will get a massive migraine and I get very sick with my migraines, as migraine
I
sufferers can tell. I mean,
yeah.
I consider myself somewhat cured now, but every summer I will still get one really bad attack. And the hack I was going to give is what you said, and that wet a towel, a cold, like towel just with even normal temperature, but put it around your neck,
Oh,
and it cools your body down. It cools the top of your head, like it all works, and the body temperature drops. And you can stop yourself from having a migraine. Your sweating stops around the neck, and it cools the body temperature. So it's perfect. In fact, if you see sporting events, they'll give a wet towel, and everybody goes, "Oh, the
yeah.
towel's like full of perspiration." But no, they do it so that the body gets cooler right away.
Oh,
So it's a really cool hack. That was the hack
I
I was going to
observed
tell
that
you.
they keep them here, like just on the shoulders. Yeah, I saw that.
Right, right. So it's around the neck. And so you do it to cover your face and keep your face nice and glowing the way yours is. But yeah, the I was gonna
Okay.
give you the second tip, the tip I was gonna offer is to prevent the migraines. The first thing you guys can do is, because the heat around your face and your neck should go down, the temperature should go down. So put it around your neck, a wet towel.
I
Yeah,
have
people
never
do
been
that.
migraine prone, but yes, since last couple of weeks, I feel whenever the moment I get out in the sun, I do get a headache. So I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna try this hot towel on my shoulder. And
Cold towel.
sorry, cold towel. I'm so
Cold towel.
sorry. Oh
Cold
my
towel.
God. Yeah. No, no, no hot towel,
Please
please.
get into us. We've got heat brain.
I know. I just cooling. My room is just getting cool because my AC just got fixed few hours ago. So yeah, I might try that too, definitely. So obviously, drink more water, stay hydrated to beat the heat. But a fun trick which we all found was suck on a peppermint candy and then have some water on top of it. It cools on the
I've never
inside.
tried that. It sounds good because
Oh,
it makes it.
the childhood was all that's what we used to do. I remember. It sounds so bizarre, but
Wow.
I wonder who came up with this whole idea. But there you go, like cool tip. Have a mint and then gulp that water and feel cool from inside.
That's cool. That's cool. Okay, so the next one I have is another nighttime hack. If you guys are feeling too hot and it feels too warm to like sleep, it's the heat's around, the bed's hot. Freeze your pajamas. Okay, so this
What?
is the funny one.
Oh my
Wrap
god.
your pajamas in a like airtight bag and throw it into where the ice box would be, and
I
give it
don't
a
even
couple of
believe.
hours. And before you sleep, put them on. And it's really funny because I mean, it sounds interesting and stupid almost, but I remember watching when I like way back in the day. There was this sitcom in I used to watch it in Canada called Mad About You, starring Helen Hunt and Paul Reiser, and there were like some comedy show going around where they were saying Mr. Science is telling us a hack for the heat wave that New York was facing, and it was freeze your underwear. Freeze your underwear in the and
Oh
as
my
you're
god.
going out,
That's I was
you
about
put
to.
it on. I always thought it would be, I'm going to try this one day. And I think one day is here now. I'm going to try it. Next time you see me walking around, you're like, what's going on? My underwear is frozen.
That's crazy. That's really, really funny. I don't know. People, I mean, these are crazy thoughts, but yeah, people, I think they do such hacks. I guess that's how they have come up. So,
Right.
as I was growing up, I mean, all the elders in my family would definitely have this boiling hot cup of tea in the evening, like around 4 o'clock, to beat the heat. And I'm like, what? It is so hot. It's like, no, it's an Indian custom or belief that drinking a hot beverage will actually make you feel cooler.
Yeah.
As my grandma used to say, बेटा गर्मी को ना गर्मी मारती है. Like,
I know. But isn't that the thing that Indians say? Lohe ko loha hi marta hai.
I know exactly the same way. So, I decided to do this research a bit about this hot beverage by sweating. And so I mean, that's what I learned, that, a body responds when you have hot beverage by sweating. And sweating
Oh,
is the natural response to lower the body temperature, right?
correct, correct.
But yes, there is a but. This method to cool your body is only effective if you're wearing loose and cool clothes.
Yeah,
And if the sweat form does evaporate, because in hot and humid climate evaporation doesn't happen easily. So
right.
that is when it works. And so do be careful while drinking hot beverages in summer, because no matter, your body feel cooler later, but initially the body temperature will go up. So before drinking, think about it. Think, if you're able to handle it or not. So accordingly, take that hot beverage that you take.
That makes sense. Yeah, I never bought into it. Guys, just for the record, like it is my black coffee, but it's got ice in it.
Cold
It's too
coffee.
hot for me. Cheers to that. Give me a cold glass of anything during the summer. It makes me feel like cooler, even if it's temporarily, but at least, it's doesn't, I don't like particularly want to have something hot if I'm feeling hot. And even if temporarily body gets cooler, I like it. I love icicles and cold drinks and cold fruit like watermelon. I love watermelon during the summer months.
Frozen.
And right? Like it's nice, all the
Oh,
melons.
I
I found it
remember.
funny, but sorry,
I,
what do
I
you say?
remember in New York, they used to give those frozen fruits.
Right.
Grab a frozen
Yes. Frozen
banana.
fruits.
You just go, in summers, frozen bananas, you go out. Frozen watermelon, you just take it and go out. Yeah, those frozen fruit
I
kind.
actually still freeze all my, like a lot of my food. I still have frozen strawberries in the freezer, frozen grapes, frozen pineapple, and I do it.
Wow.
I
You
you know,
eat
I
them? You
with
eat the
it. It's a
frozen
good
ones, or you
snack.
kind of use it for a shake, or, I mean, the
I
smoothie?
sometimes use it for a smoothie. Sometimes I'll just take it out and eat it. It depends like how hot I'm feeling. It's like
I do
icicle, right?
I do it
But
with
healthier.
mangoes. I mean, I love to do it with
Ah.
mangoes.
But I love pineapple frozen. Oh my God. I mean, it's
Really?
so good. Bananas are primarily for the shakes and the smoothies and stuff, but the rest is nice. So, I mean, but I found it funny but very effective hack to beat the heat. And I haven't used it, but I think I will if I ever do need it. So if you guys use like table fans or standing fans, in India we have a lot of the ceiling fans. So I don't know how this works, but if you have like a table fan or a standing fan, you place ice cubes in a metal or glass bowl and directly position the table fan next to it where the air blows on top of it. So slowly, what happens is it becomes like a cold, misty air coming into the room. And they don't know that it's artificially created. It's just like an AC or like cold breeze coming
Really?
on top of your bed or your table. And the room temperature drops. It's really
Oh,
cool.
that's
So for us with coolers, like
Just
in
how
India,
much
we have
ice
like
cubes we need, Simrit, for that?
they just said use a small bowl because we're talking about a table fan. But if you have a cooler, then you'll need a
The
big
rooms are
slab
not
of ice.
small. Yeah, the rooms are not small, but I don't know. Yeah, but it's very
Yeah,
interesting if it works the way it works. It's really interesting.
yeah, it is. It is. I mean, you could technically have two fans and position. I mean, this would be energy saving too. I think if we don't need the AC, it would
Yeah,
be. We need to
that
do
is
that.
that I agree. That's a brilliant idea. And this hack, which I felt, I mean, always works, is, I mean, I don't, not everybody does that for me, but I do it very frequently. Like, these appliances that we have in our house, they generate a lot of heat with it's anything. It's your TV, or it's your refrigerator, or your ovens, and there's a lot of other, we have a lot of systems in our house. It's a music system or the other system, so they
Yeah,
all generate heat. So if
they
we
do.
yes, if we switch them all off, it really helps in lowering down the temperature of the room. So
That makes
that's
sense.
and it saves energy, it lowers down the temperature. I mean, two things
Yeah.
in one go. Why don't, I mean, we all should do that. It's a good way to
Yeah,
conserve.
even when they say there's smart TVs and there's no heat, but there's heat. I mean, when you
Oh,
walk
yes.
by a room, a TV, we have all the latest ones, but you can feel the heat. And if you have
Yes.
smaller rooms for the audio visual, you can feel the heat. I think that's smart. I mean, yeah, switching
Yeah,
off
for even
TV.
even the laptops or desktops, you
Yeah,
you have to switch them off. completely. They're in the room. So yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one hack which I find very interesting that always helps.
Yeah, but don't switch off your TV or laptop or mobile until you're done with our episode, guys.
Of course. That's funny. So Simit, we forgot one thing. So far, we're talking about this beat the heat or inside home, and when you are in the comfort zone inside. But what about when you're outside in the heat? Because you can't be. People
Yeah,
are working, they're going out. I see a lot of taxi drivers or workers or fruit vendors
yeah,
on the street. They never stop working, right? How do
absolutely.
they beat the heat? So this is a very interesting thing which I found out. There are a lot of fruit juice vendors on the street. So they have like fresh lime juice, they have sugar cane juice, they have this bale patthar, they call it
Yeah.
what wood no wood apple, is that? Yeah, wood apple,
I don't
wood
know.
apple
I don't know.
juice. Yeah.
I know what the
So
bail
yeah,
sharbat is.
so
Yeah.
they make those sharbats and they drink that to beat the heat.
They'd say even panna works like that. Ruafza
Exactly.
cools you. That's why
Nimbu pani,
even from the Mughals
shikanji.
time,
Yes,
right?
they
Even
not
from the
only
Mughals
hide.
times, they would have this.
Exactly, they not only hydrate them, but also they're healthy. They have a lot of antioxidant. These fruits, especially the wood apple. I heard a lot of good stories about wood apple in summers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, these are the good. It just
Yeah,
kind
they're
of.
cooling agents, right? They're cooling. They're actual cooling agents.
Yes, yes. So
Yeah.
they really help.
Yeah.
You should try that.
I think all these hacks were amazing. And I think we all need to kind of stay a little indoors because there is a heat wave predicted, at least in Delhi, where we are. Coming months are going to be tough for us Indians. So today's takeaway is to stay cool. Try natural cooling agents like Bale Sharbat and Ampanna and Ruafza, and use some of these fun hacks and tips. Like we said, stay hydrated, drink lots of water, and take seasonal fruits. Our local ones are great. Try to switch off the TV and appliances and wear cool, comfortable clothes. Go for a swim. That's my favorite form of
And,
exercise in
and
the
don't
summers.
forget the peppermint and water.
The peppermint and water. Try all these
Try
hacks
it
out. Tell
on.
us what
It's
you think.
fun. No.
Absolutely. That's all on Talk to Us today, but we look forward to hearing from you all. Please do let us know how you stay cool in the summer. And if you guys tried out any of our hacks, tell us about that. Please mention your tips in the comment section or email us on hello@talktoustoday.com and let your friends know where to find us.
And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to stay notified of our new videos every Friday at 6 p.m. Thanks for joining us on Doctors today. Remember to talk
Talk
about
about Talk to
Doctors
Us
today.
today.
Yeah, keep
Keep
smiling,
smiling, keep laughing,
keep talking.
and yes, keep talking. Have a great week, everyone. See you on Friday.
Bye.
Bye.